One God, one aim, one destiny. Africa for the Africans, those at home and those abroad. Race first, peace, love, family. As you can see, I'm holding in my hand what is commonly referred to as the Pan-African flag or the RBG flag. But I would like to make a quick correction. This is the Universal Negro Improvement Association flag. The flag was given to us by the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey on August 13th, 1920. The significance of the colors of this flag plays a pivotal role in our continual fight for our full liberation. The red of this flag signifies the blood which our ancestors have shed in defense of our liberation. The black represents the melanin skin in which our people possess all over the globe as God's chosen people. This green represents the land in which we reside, which encompasses all over the planet. But it especially represents the land in which we identify and come from, the motherland, Africa, or ABDULLAH. The importance of this flag means everything to me. For as you can see, today on July 4th, I carry this flag instead of the flag in which I was from the country I was born and raised in, which is the United States of America. As Garveyite, I refuse to celebrate the 4th of their lives or their Independence Day. My ancestors on July 4th, 1776 were not free. In fact, over 500,000 people of African descent were in fact slaves in all 13 original colonies of the United States of America. Today marks the 244th year of so-called independence. But yet, many of my so-called black people are still in the streets, marching and rallying for freedom, justice, and equality. Frederick Douglass said it best back in the 1840s of why he couldn't celebrate their independence. And millions of my people were held in bondage from the late 1500s until the so-called Civil War ended in 1865. Period of Reconstruction from 1865 to 1877, a period in which, from the shackles of slavery, our people began to experience freedom for the first time in their lives. They began to flourish. They began to farm and harvest their own lands. And they became business owners. They became educated. Some became senators. Some became congressmen. A couple even became governors of certain southern states. But then you had the Ku Klux Klan, who originated after the defeat of the Confederacy during the Civil War. KKK managed to intimidate, harass, lynch, commit various acts of mob action, and basically murder untold numbers of free men and women, mainly so-called black. Under this new Reconstruction was initiated the Black Codes, in which one by one these southern races began to preoccupy their state governments. They began to gain power under the jurisdiction of white supremacy. And one by one, the freedoms and the rights in which our people fought so valiantly for during the Civil War were taken away from them. Even after passage of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the United States Constitution. Under this United States Constitution, my ancestors were categorized as 3/5 of a people. You tell me where on the planet Earth does any ethnic group or any race of people are identified or classified as less than one human being. But yet, you want me to celebrate your Independence Day? Although I've served in the United States Army for 9 years, I don't regret my time serving in the military. It is impossible for me to be living in 2020 and still say I'm proud to be an American. But yet, many of our so-called rights that are supposed to be granted to us under the Constitution isn't being verified. We're still being harassed, stomped out in the streets. We're still being the targets of police brutality, of racism, of housing, financial, economic, and employment discrimination. On July 4th, 1776, as I stated earlier, over 500,000 of our people were enslaved in all 13 colonies of these United States. And of the 50,000 so-called blacks that were freed, they still were the subjects of flagrant racism, blatant discrimination. They really didn't get justice. They were treated inhumane. But yet I'm supposed to wave your red, white, and blue flag. I gladly wave this flag. Because this flag represents my people. It represents a collective entity of people with melanated skin all throughout this world that should come together under one banner of one God, one aim, and one destiny. Whether you're an African on the motherland or you're an African on the diaspora, we all face similar problems and hardships. This so-called Independence Day is the recognition of rich white elitists who broke their bonds from the British Empire and their bankers only to 30 years later succumb their freedom to the same international bankers. But yet, modern American history doesn't want to talk about that. Many of these so-called proponents of the Declaration of Independence, including the author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson, the person who's on the $2 bill, the person who's on the nickel, the third president of the United States. It was a slave owner. And he lied when he wrote in the Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. He lied when he wrote that all men were created equal. But yet he believed wholeheartedly in the superiority of the white race over the so-called black race. Here's a man who wanted all men to be treated equal, who himself said that slavery was a necessary evil, that it should die. But yet he never freed a single slave until after his death. And let's not mention, he was a rapist. Go look up the Sally Hemings story for further proof. George Washington, in whom our so-called nation's capital is named after. He was a slave owner. He never freed a slave. And he believed wholeheartedly in white supremacy. But But yet I'm supposed to call him the father of this nation. Fuck George Washington. Fuck Thomas Jefferson. Fuck John Adams. Fuck John Hancock. Fuck Patrick Henry, who was also a slave owner, but they don't tell you that in schools. And fuck every single white person that wrote that Declaration of Independence, and motherfuck every single white person that wrote the Constitution. Because on both those years, in 1776 and 1787, nearly 1 million of my own ancestors were enslaved. They were held in bondage against their free will, and they weren't even looked upon as human beings. Yet you want me to celebrate your Independence Day? Fuck your Independence Day. I'll celebrate Juneteenth, as I've been doing for the past 15 years. And I will celebrate the 100th anniversary of this flag on August 13th. Matter of fact, I'll celebrate it again on August 17th for Marcus Garvey's birthday. I'm race first. I'm a black nationalist / Pan-Africanist. As a black nationalist, I believe wholeheartedly that so-called black people should own, control, and operate the economic, political, and social fabrics of their communities. And I'm a Pan-Africanist in the sense that I fight for liberation for all melanated people throughout the entire planet. It doesn't matter if you live in America, Brazil, the Caribbean, Europe, Asia, or the motherland. I have nothing but the most respect and undying love for my people throughout this planet. That is who I will give my independence for. That is who I will declare my independence for. That is who I will celebrate my history and my freedom for. America, you have a history of blatant hypocrisy. History of chattel slavery, racism, extreme prejudice, lynchings, bombings, Jim Crow, segregation, covert segregation in the North, police brutality, COINTELPRO, feminism, and the breakup of the black family home structure. And yet you expect me to celebrate your independence? Fuck you in your independence. Race first.